Kaohsiung, Taiwan's largest southern city, was first built by the Makatao tribe. Taiwan's Aboriginal tribes are part of the peoples that spread out to Australasia and Oceania. Many experts believe that Austronesian people originated in Taiwan. In the 15th and 16th century, piracy was rampant in the Taiwan Straits. During the period when the Netherlands, Spain, and other maritime powers were exploring the East, they began clashing with Zhongjilong and other Chinese merchants over territory. In 1624, the Netherlands built Zeelandia Fort in Anping, north of Kaohsiung, which was Taiwan's first contact with the modern West. Later, the Dutch also set up base in Kaohsiung's Hongmao port. Kaohsiung's natural lagoon blunted the force of typhoons, and the Western powers were attracted to its fine harbor. In 1864, port trade opened, and with the increase of Western merchants and the high quality of sugar products here, British consul Robert Swinhoe decided to move the embassy from Danshui to Kaohsiung. Missionaries followed, bringing Western-style medicine. During their rule from 1895 on, the Japanese invested heavily in Kaohsiung port, over time transforming it from a tiny fishing village to a commercial port and then to an international trading port. When the new railway line opened in 1908, linking up the entire western side of Taiwan all the way to Kaohsiung port, it meant that goods could now be seamlessly transported from land to sea. As part of their war effort, the Japanese made Kaohsiung a military port in 1930 and constructed aluminum and chemical plants alongside the existing cement and iron facilities, turning Kaohsiung into Taiwan's industrial center. During the Second World War, the port of Kaohsiung was bombed by the U.S., sinking many ships. The huge amount of wreckage lying around led to the development of a shipbreaking industry. Kaohsiung continued to grow after the war. A sandbar inside the port was filled in gradually from 1958 on, creating the Zhongdao Commercial Harbor area. The world's first export processing zone was set up here in 1966, leading Taiwan's economic takeoff. This not only opened Kaohsiung up to a number of international routes, but also meant that its freight handling capacity continued to grow. In 1968, under the Kaohsiung Port Expansion Plan, the fishing port was moved to Tianjin, and the area there extended with landfill. It has become an important world center for the squid and tuna harvest. In 1969, the first container ship docked at the port of Kaohsiung, marking the new epoch of container shipping operations. And thereafter, the port began successfully building shipping container terminals. Concurrently, a number of industries, including aquaculture, fish processing, shipbuilding, petrochemicals, and steel, began actively developing along with the port. In 1975, a second entrance to the port was dredged to accommodate increased shipping traffic. In 1977, Kaohsiung's population crossed 1 million, and it became the second special municipality in Taiwan. At its peak, Kaohsiung Port had the third greatest throughput of any container port in the world, and half of all Taiwan's output passed through Kaohsiung. Currently, Kaohsiung Port is going through tremendous changes. The port's earlier military administration had built high walls, isolating the city from the port. In 2000, the city of Kaohsiung demolished the walls, and now the port and seaside are becoming a part of the city again. In 2011, the 6th container terminal came online, increasing Kaohsiung Port's freight handling capacity from 10 million TEUs to 13 million. Making a great stride forward to being a central container hub for both the Asia-Pacific region and internationally. The Port of Kaohsiung is working hard to be sustainable and environmentally friendly, in 2014 being the first in the Asia-Pacific region to receive EcoPort certification. Former warehouses have been transformed into the Pier 2 Arts Center. The old freight train lines have been repurposed as the circular light rail line. Kaohsiung residents are beginning to enjoy life in their oceanside city. Beyond containers, Kaohsiung is entering the yachting and passenger liner industries. The old port seaside area is turning into a tourism and arts village. Kaohsiung's residents not only enjoy the Love River parkways and an increasing number of neighborhood parks, they now also have a lively and diverse cultural scene. In the past, the Port of Kaohsiung worked for its citizens' prosperity. In the future, through strengthening environmental protection and continuous cultural enrichment, this beautiful cosmopolitan port city will become the face of Taiwan to the world.